Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all, and welcome back to 156 Ourimbah Creek Road here in Ourimbah. Certainly been an astounding and very, very sought after marketing campaign with plenty of interest, which we can see you all have come to participate and or spectate today's transaction. Certainly on behalf of our listing agent, Alison Williams, and all the team at McGrath, we do welcome you and wish our prospective parties the very best of luck. Now, a few points to make mention before we start the formal side of proceedings. The vendor solicitor has prepared for us a 2017 edition contract, which does clearly mark the property here for your competition as being number 156 Ourimbah Creek Road here in Ourimbah, New South Wales, or in legal definitions, lot number 102 of deposited plan 717617. The property will be offered with the improvements, specifically being that just under the 4-acre parcel or 16,000 square metres, give or take, with the 4-bedroom dwelling, in-ground pool and shed, all included in today's contract. The most important thing is there are no exclusions in today's contract, but I'm sure both your solicitor and Alison have kept you very well versed throughout the marketing campaign, and we do trust the contract that is being read, as it is the contract from which I sell today. We will be selling the property for a price determined very shortly. We will call for a deposit of 10% on the fall of the hammer, with completion to be in line with 42 days, at which point the vendor will supply the purchaser vacant possession. Now, in relation to the auction itself, if you do intend on bidding, you do need to be registered, you do need to be in possession of a bidder's registration card, and I do ask that each and every time you place a bid, you can hold that card up nice and clearly, and that way we can keep the auction going in somewhat of a formal process. Now, the vendor is entitled to one bid throughout the auction, and should they wish to exercise that right, I will take that liberty on their behalf. But rest assured, I'll make you all very well aware if and when that should occur by using the words vendor bid. Now, certainly we welcome bidding over the telephone or on behalf of somebody else. However, I do need written authority to do so. We haven't received any of these as yet, so I can only assume that our registered parties will be bidding on their own behalf, signing the contract and paying the relevant deposit. The fourth and final point to make mention, in the event of a dispute, the auctioneer is a sole arbitrator, and I as auctioneer may refuse a bid, which I don't believe is in the best interest of the vendor, may revert back to any undisputed bid, or simply start the bidding again. These are the terms and conditions under which we sell. They are clearly marked at the point of registration, and for those of you registered, quite detailed on the back of your cards as well. Is everybody comfortable so far? In relation to the property, the contract, and the terms under which we sell. I take your silence, ladies and gentlemen, as a yes, and I'll throw it over to you. An opportunity here certainly does present itself. Set on just under 4 acres, or as we say in modern terms, 16,000 square metres, give or take, this property ticks all the boxes in my eyes of what one could want from a semi-rural lifestyle. Estate-like from the driveway to the home. Beautiful ornate trees lining the driveway up to this stunning jewel in the crown. The current vendors built this home themselves with love. It's in the mortar, it's in the structure. Meeting with the vendor's daughter here on Thursday night, that was certainly very apparent. From the home, the ornate stonework. Iranians, I believe, were brought in for the task at hand, and didn't they do a fine job? High cathedral-like ceilings, raw sawn timber, stunning wraparound balcony, huge country-style kitchen, hardwood floors throughout, certainly gives you that feel of a big country homestead, sitting on top of the crest, looking down over your prized possessions. Now, there's about every fruit tree you could think of on the property. We even had East Coast Down come and crush a few of them and make juice for you today. Just joking, we didn't. They bought their own. They can make a very good juice. But I'm sure if you had the NutriBullet, which most people do, you could make up some pretty good juices from the fruit you pick here yourself. Avocado trees, macadamia nuts, they're all in abundance. Again, sadly to say, has passed on, but was a very, very keen gardener. You can see the green thumb that she's had with bougainvillea lining the pool trees, lovely hedges, not one leaf out of place, those oak and jacaranda trees lining the driveway. It really does tick all the boxes. Complete with your own in-ground swimming pool. You've got full irrigation with a large dam at the back, water running down off the hill, so you've almost got too much. But again, that's all been thought of. A spillway which runs the water away and certainly could be recaptured should you wish to run a few stock or a couple of horses down on the bottom flats. But by the look of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all very well aware of what I'm rambling on about. So I'll throw it over to you, an opening bid or offer to get us away on number 156 Ourimbah Creek Road here in Ourimbah. Where do we start? Where do we go? I understand it's peaceful. It is very tranquil. It's a very quiet location. But we do have to break that silence. If you're registered, this is your chance to let me know. Lead with the front foot, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we see value? At 1,200,000, we welcome you to the bidding, sir, at 1,200,000. At 1.2 the bid, we might take 50s or 100 if you'd like. See where we go. At $1,200,000 bid now, bids to go at 1.2. Where do I hear 1.3? At $1,200,000 bid now, bids in front to go at 1,200,000 bid. At 1.2 the bid now, bid me away at 1.2. Where's 1.3? At $1,200,000 bid. One bid and one bid only is it there, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.2 the bid now, bid to go at 1.2. We all done and finished, surely not at that. At $1,200,000 bid, I'll call it 3 times to be fair. At $1,200,000 bid, we done and finished. At $1,200,000 bid for the first call at 1.2. Second call, are we all done and finished there at 1,200,000? For the third and final call, are we all done? At $1,200,000 bid there, surely not at that level, buyers. At $1,200,000, don't wait until the end there at $1,200,000. I can see a card in your hand and a little bit restless, sir. At $1,200,000. Do I hear a quarter? $1,250,000 the bid if you'd like to join the race. I understand if you've come to look, doing some research or some comparables, but I'd hesitate you wouldn't find too many of this calibre in this area at that sort of money. At 1.2, good luck to you, sir. You are in the best position. Unless I've got any bid or better offer, we'll be negotiating with you directly. At $1,200,000 bid. For the first, second, third and final call, are we all done there? There'll be no negotiations. It'll be all with you, sir. And sold sign, I'm sure, will go out the front. At $1,200,000 bid, I can't tempt a better bid there before we go. At $1,200,000, you're happy to be left away from negotiations, sir? Or any of our other registered parties for that matter. A $1,200,000 bid, are we done? We finished? An 8 for you to drive past in an hour, a day, a week, a month, see that sold sign out the front and going, oh, could have had that. It'll be too late. $1,200,000 bid there to go. If you want to bid, this is your chance. $1,200,000, are we done? Finished? And we call, without any bit of better offer there, I'll be passing it in your favour there, sir. At $1,200,000, bidding, we done. Just seek some instructions there, sir, at $1,200,000. Place the vendor bid now. Yep.
Oh, we do have the other.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my instructions are clear. I will be placing a vendor bid of $1,400,000. At $1,400,000 bid now to go at 1.4. Suggest you back there, maybe 1.45 if you'd like, sir. At $1,400,000 bid. At 1.4 the bid now to go at $1,400,000. At 1.4 the bid. At $1,400,000 now bid to go at 1.4 the money. At $1,400,000. Another 25, sir, on top. 5,000 it says. 1.4 and 5. At $1,405,000 the bid. At 1.405 the bid now, bid to go at 1.405. Certainly representing value here in Ourimbah there. Stunning, just under that 4-acre mark. Huge stone 4-bedroom dwelling. You've got the pooling ground. all the fruit trees. Ladies and gentlemen, estate-like property at 1.405 is the bid. At $1,405,000 bid now. Any bid or better offer there before we go? At $1,405,000. Bidding. We done. Sir, we will seek some instructions there. You are in the best position. Certainly not exclusive yet, ladies and gentlemen, until we formally pass the property in. So if you are registered, it's not too late. Have another think about it and let me know. 1.405. You are currently in the best position, sir, and we will seek some instructions. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,405,000 is the bid. Certainly not exclusive yet. If there is interest, this is your chance to let me know. We are getting to the pointy end of the transaction at $1,405,000, the bid. Peruse you through the opportunity that you would be missing out on. Just under that 4 acres, stunning stone cottage, 4 generous bedrooms, 3 of them all with direct ensuite access, beautiful wraparound balcony, immaculate maintained gardens, and all only 10 minutes away from the modern day conveniences of Westfield, half an hour to the beaches, 5 minutes onto the freeway for those of you needing to commute to work, whether it be Sydney or Newcastle, a couple of minutes to the train station, close enough for the school for the kids, and all for that 1,405. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without a better bid or offer, we will be formally passing the property in favour of our highest bidder at $1,405,000. If you'd like to be included in the negotiations, this is your chance because we'll be directly negating with the highest bidder here today at $1,405,000. I'll call it 3 times to be fair. At $1,405,000 for the first, second, third and final call. Are we done and finished there at $1,405,000? Quickly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will pass the property in. Thank you for your attendance, your spirited bidding. Should you have any further queries or questions, feel free to see myself, Alison, or any of the team, and I bid you all a very good weekend. Thank you very much.
Alison, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. No, not
You got something again, yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right, let's do the, oh yes, congratulations. Hang on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew?
Oh, fantastic. G'day.
There you go. I'm Stephen.
Andrew. Nice
Andrew,
to
how
meet you.
are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You love the place.
Yeah, we had,
garden's beautiful.
we had a property up at Ourimbah.
All right.
We had to sell it for a whole lot of reasons.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just the first day we walked on,
Yeah.
we went over and had a look at the trees. I
Yeah.
know we should have had a look at the house.
For my mother, that was a life of trees and gardening.
And we could feed it.
Yeah, no,
so,
she loves it. So I'm very happy for it to go to you.
Yeah, thank you. And
for that.
my wife's in permaculture, so this is a
Fantastic.
permaculture property.
Yeah, great.
So
No,
we're very
congratulations.
pleased.
It's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really thrilled. These people
Well,
have
I'm
just-
delighted.
Thank you very
Delighted.
much, yes.
Another European.
You saw,
Yeah.
you saw
That's
Stephen's
right.
beautiful wife. They have a